Hey YouTube, it's AdamX20 and I just finished watching the State of the Union address, and I gotta say President Obama has some pretty good ideas, or at least good statements, but don't all the presidents like to candy coat their words when they're doing the State of the Union address? There's some really good ideas. He was talking about more infrastructure spending again, which I think it's got to be one of the best things America could be doing, just because of how it works. You know, I mean, we're going to be paying, taxpayers are going to be paying money anyways, and what's currently happening now is they're just inflating company value by giving bailouts and shit like that, and I don't think that's actually going to work. It keeps the stock market value high because taxpayer money goes into the assets of companies, and the company value is boosted because they have more assets, so it lifts their stock market value. But it really does nothing else. You know, they can hire more, but they're not going to, because they want to hold on to that money so they don't run the risk of defaulting or, you know, falling to the wayside again. But what infrastructure spending does is it takes taxpayer money and it creates jobs. So the first round of spending goes into taxpayer wallets, but then it gives taxpayers something to look at or something to use, something that they can have for their money. And then I'm thinking, you know, if we went with like infrastructure spending and did our best to make it with American products, then a high percentage of that money would go into the American economy and stay in the American economy at least for one spending cycle. Then after that, the taxpayers have it, and then they can spend it how they want to, but still the money's in the economy for one round. So I'm for taxpayer spending on infrastructure spending, but I don't like the idea of what did he say? Well, there were some other good things he said. I took some notes, but I had someone talking to me at the same time, so I didn't take as good notes as I wanted to. He mentioned some other things. Let me look at my notes here. Oh yeah, he wants to change the tax code. I'm sure this is going to run up against some people. They're not going to really like the idea of changing the tax code. But he wants to change the tax code so that, I mean, these are some of the good ideas, so that businesses who hire American people, you know, keep the jobs in America, get the tax cuts, because the current system allows people who export jobs, hire outside of the United States, to get the tax cuts. And it sounds almost like he wants to hike taxes on people who export jobs. Now, I think this is a good idea, but I'm sure it's going to meet some resistance. And it's going to meet some resistance from people with a lot of money. So, I'm for the idea. I don't think large corporations are for the idea. That means, you know, all the products that you see made in China are going to have to find a way to be made in America. And I don't think America has that type of production yet. I'm sure they could, but they don't have the. I'm not sure if they have the resources to actually put something like that together. But there's other jobs. You know, there's tech jobs, and you know, especially like customer service and tech support. Those jobs don't need to be exported. Those jobs can be in America. What else was there? There's a couple other things I noted here. He wants to modify foreign trade too, so that now I didn't really get the notes that I wanted on that, but so I think I'll probably skip over that. But he wanted to do something with foreign trade, protecting American copyrights when they're across shores, shit like that. And I don't know how that's going to go over well. He mentions something about stopping online piracy, but he didn't actually say, you know, the Stop Online Piracy Act. But I'm sure shit like that was going to meet more resistance. And then he wants to change the unemployment system to a re-employment system, which I think is pretty cool. But God, I don't even know what the rulings on that would be. Just the wording. I don't know how that would work. There was a lot of stuff he said in there that I thought was cool, but there was quite a few things in there that I didn't really like. And like I said, someone else was talking to me, so I didn't get the notes that I wanted to. So there was this one thing that's in my head right now, and I can't voice it because I don't remember exactly what it was, but it really didn't sit well with me. And I don't think just sitting here on camera blank-minded is going to help me actually remember it. So I guess, I don't know, did you watch the State of the Union address? Does it even matter to you that what the State of the Union address was? You know, I'm sure Barack Obama's lobbying to be a two-term president. I don't know if he's going to make it. Right now, I'm not in the position where I don't even know if I want to vote again this coming election, because I don't like any of the candidates right now. I definitely don't like any of the Republican candidates. I'm highly anti-Ron Paul. I mean, if his son can't disclose what he's wearing, man, he's got some metal thing. This is not too recent news, but it's kind of recent. So Rand Paul walks through the metal detector, and he says, "Oh, it's his knee" or something like that, right? And then they want to give him a pat down. Well, why can't he do that? He's an elected official, but he didn't. So they escorted him away, and he missed this flight. I mean, type of shit like that. What is it? Is it his Chase the Dragon tinfoil? What is it? You know, I just can't stomach Ron Paul, who wants to legalize some of the most destructive drugs there are. You know, I'd rather not. And then I don't really trust Mitt Romney or fucking whoever else is in there. I don't like any of the Republican candidates. And the only Democratic candidate I know of right now is Barack Obama. But fuck, dude, I don't like everything Barack Obama's done. And he was talking about how if he doesn't make the jobs come in, then he's going to be a one-term president. And it just looks like he needs to keep his word right now and be a one-term president. But whatever. So the State of the Union address, some good things, some things I really didn't like. I think one of what it was energy. He mentioned he wanted the United States to produce more energy, of all different types of energy, which I think is a good thing. But he mentioned the United States has enough natural gas to fuel the United States for 100 years. Now that sounds like a long time, but it's not. Especially when he was talking about in the next decade it would reach, you know, full capacity. Production of it would reach full capacity in the next decade. Well, that's 9 decades left. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work out very well. So yeah, State of the Union address. If you watch this video and you watch the State of the Union address and you got something to say, it'd be nice if you left something in the comments, and maybe a video response would be awesome. But I guess that's it. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, YouTube.